What's happening here? Well, it looks like I'm making a sandwich on some nice bread here, okay? And then I'm going to put the avocado on top of that. And then, of course, I'm going to put these sprouts on there, okay? When you're pulling these out, just kind of like lay them down like that and kind of spread them out like that. It's always going to be wonderful. I usually use a vegan mayonnaise, but I'm out, so what you probably want to go for here is a mayonnaise that's looking like, okay, Miss Cool, where's your jar at? You've left your jar somewhere, and I don't know where it's at. Let's see. And you can buy these big glass jars here. You can get like 12 of them for like $9. And then what you do is you fill those up, you guys. When you fill those up, you, did I wash it? I sure did. It's right here by my dishes that are clean. Okay, so what you want to do here is go with this follow your heart. See that Veganese? It kind of rocks. But I need to get another jar of it. So I'm using my Best Foods, which is good mayonnaise. But just make your sandwich like this, you guys. And then, of course, you're going to want to put your avocado on there. Any way is good to put an avocado on. Being that I'm holding my phone like this, you can squeeze them out this way. See? Right? Just kind of giving you a general idea. I worked at a 5-star hotel. And you know what? You can use your hands for things, especially if you're cooking at home. Know what I'm saying? So just do your thing, It's my kitchen, my finger, and my salt, my alfalfa sprouts, and things like that. So look at here. You got a nice sandwich going on. Really nice. Put the top on that bad boy. Go like that, and I'm going to go ahead and take a bite. A lot of people think they need to go out and do this and do that, when all you have to do is actually make your own stuff. Okay? Look at this. It's a decent sandwich. It's very decent. You can put some onions on it if you want. I'm going to rock mine this way. Oh, thank the Lord for your food. Don't be a heathen. Praise the Lord today for my life. Hasn't been easy. But always, the hard times make you a stronger person if you permit it. Always know that. Get your priorities right as far as, people in your life. I have wonderful children. I speak to them, love them. Spoke to all 3 of them today. And I hear their voice, and I tell them I love them. Tell somebody you love them today, will you? Don't wait around and be those parents that think that their children owe them. We're the parent, aren't we? You know what I'm saying? There was a glare there. Be the parent, okay? They can actually come on and say, I'm your parent. I'm not dead yet. And I'm going to continue to be your parent. Am I going to expect you to do things that require a relationship, a healthy relationship? Absolutely. But am I going to be that parent that's never done anything and that they think they have a birthright to just keep saying, I'm your dad? To be a dad, to be a father, to be a mother, to be a mom, to be a mama, a mommy, whatever you want to be. You have to step your game up because you can't run from God. You know, there's a place for parents that haven't been parents in heaven, or God to judge you for that, because He give you those children as gifts. Mm-hmm. By the way, a lot of people on YouTube come on and talk when they eat. So for those of you that don't like what I'm doing, all you gotta do is push stop and go somewhere else. Because I like to be kind of like getting on here. And I was looking for some chips that are trending, but I'll have to show you those again. But a good kosher pickle is good with sandwich too. So back to talking about being a parent. Are you a parent? See, what bothers me is these glares. Okay? Remember, my eyes are 20/20 now. Mm-hmm. Right on. So, be a parent, okay? Don't try to school somebody if you haven't been a parent. I don't care how many books you've read in the library. If you're not making a difference in your child's life, that means adult or young, you got issues with Miss Cool. You got people that try to say, well, I'm not going to call them, they got to call me. If you've got to hash out some things and say that some of the things that you did as a parent were wrong, it's time for you to do that. You know why? Because we're lifetime learners. And that doesn't mean in parents. See, these parents that come on and think, well, I'm your father and I have a birthright, you ain't got nothing. Hello, Mr. Crow. You don't have nothing going on. You have to come to the table, always be the parent, but be able to say, I've made my share of mistakes, let's talk about it, can I apologize? Of course. That's what's wrong with parenting. Parents think that they don't have to apologize and they have to rule over people that have a free will and a spirit. A free will and a spirit is a wonderful thing because, you know, what they always say, you know, if you love something and you set it free and it comes back, it's always yours. Mm-hmm. I see a lot of people talking a lot of stuff. They claim to know God. They claim to know that they're children. They have great relationships. But as an example, they don't go see their children. They're not in their life. They talk a lot about God, but can never just get dressed on a Sunday, start their car and leave and go to church. It's one thing if you say, I'm going to the canyon today and that's my day with the Lord, do it. It's one thing if you want to say, I don't have to, you know, be with a group or a culture of people no matter what faith it is. I don't care if you're talking about Mormons. I don't care if you're talking about Mennonites. I don't care if you're talking about Jews. I don't care if you're talking about Catholics. All of them have a culture. What is culture? Again, my son hammered at me over it. I finally get it, son. If you're listening, Coco. A culture is something man-made. Okay? It's a beautiful thing, isn't it? Or is it? Could culture really confuse something that the Lord's speaking to you about? The things that need to be added to His will and His way to make you feel like you got a place in the kingdom. Or that you take the rights of a child, make them wear yarmulkes, make them wear veils, make them do all of these things. You can't suppress a child. Okay? You can't make them do something because you think God told them that you need to do that. We're adults. We can talk about this, right? Some people don't believe in circumcising their boys. Some do. I happen to be one that does. Can I talk to you about that today? Do you mind? Some people feel like girls need to cover their whole bodies. In Iraq, Muslims covering their hair, never to see, pinning and scratching and making sure everything's in place. You're taking a freedom from a child to live his own or her life. Of course, we can have a little stick and keep him on the path as far as things. But as far as salvation goes, let's love one another. Let's embrace culture, but we don't have to be it to be like other people. And if they make you feel that way, then their day's coming every day of their life that they think that they can fool a God that brings a sweetness, a pureness, acceptance, unconditional love. Because that's what we need and that's what we want. It's fake anyway if you don't. Accept your family, but if they're putting strict rules on you, that if you don't do things their way, it's the highway, then you need to step back and you need to stand up for yourself, prioritize, always put your children up there right with you. You know why? That's an easy answer. Your children are an extension of you. Whether they're in trouble, whether they got money, they're successful, whatever they're doing, they are an extension of you. Yeah. I overcompensated. That's an obvious. When you have your adult children saying, "Hey, Ma, I got this," and they put you in your place in a loving way, that's okay. If they blow up and have a bad day and maybe raise their voice, that's okay. You know why? Because you love them unconditionally. A lot of people say that. God's got it, does he? I bet you lock your door tonight. I bet you honestly need to say to yourself, you know what? But for the grace of God, there go I. Yeah. So today, have a wonderful day. Know that you don't stop being a parent. People that have given their children up for adoption, people that have had abortions, always know that those souls you can't kill. Yeah, only the flesh. And that souls are very important in each other's lives. Lots of times, you'll see people that are vindictive. They'll go with an ex of yours. They'll try to push their way into your relationships. I have the freedom to do as I please with my children. At some point, do I have to learn to let go? I can open my hand and let go, but am I letting go? I'll never let go. Never let go of your children. Always know that you love them. Always know that they know that you love them. As far as rescuing them and doing a lot of stuff for them and enabling them, definitely wrong. You've got to take care of you so you can keep reminding them, hey, it's Mom, I love you.